2025 is a big year for astrology, with Shani moving into Meena, Guru into Mithuna, and Rahu shifting to Kumbha. There's a lot happening in the sky, but what does all of this really mean for you? Is it the same for everyone, or do we need to take a closer look at your personal horoscope? Namaskaraha, I'm Archana Murthy, a professional astrologer. I have helped hundreds of clients navigate life's challenges through Vedic astrology, and I believe that understanding your unique horoscope is the best way to interpret the planetary shifts. In today's video, I will break down these significant transits and what they mean for your Rashi. But more importantly, I'll explain why a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work. Now, to understand how these planetary shifts affect us, we need to look at a fundamental concept, Gochara, or the movement of the planets across the zodiac. There are 9 grahas in astrology, but today let's zoom in on Shani, Guru and Rahu because their transits stick around for quite a while. Shani stays for 2.5 years, Guru for 1 year and Rahu for 1.5 years in a zodiac sign. Their influence is significant, but it's their impact on your horoscope that matters most. On 29 March 2025, Shani moved from Kumbha to Meena, where it will stay until 24th Feb 2028. What does this mean for all Rashis? Rashi-wise predictions can give you a little insight, but they only really cover about 17% of the story. The rest, well, that comes from your personal horoscope. Having said that, here's how Shani's transit affects different signs. If you are Mesha Rashi, be cautious as you begin Sadesati or Shani Kata, a challenging phase. If you are Simha, it's Ashtama Shani for you, so avoid conflicts and keep a low profile. If you are Dhanur, it is Ardha Ashtama Shani, which means career and personal challenges but less intense. If you are Kumbha, it is the final stretch of Sadesati, testing but manageable. If you are Meena, it is Janma Shani, a tough period bringing internal conflicts or external pressure. Shani's transit is like a long journey through a tough terrain. While it may feel slow and challenging, this transit helps you build a foundation for the future. For those undergoing Sadesati, it's like navigating the final stretch of a challenging journey where the finish line is close and relief is just ahead. On the brighter side, Vrishabha Rashi, Tula Rashi, Makara Rashi enjoy Shani Raj Yoga, a time of opportunities in career, finance and personal growth. Moving on to Guru, the planet of wisdom and expansion. Guru moved from Vrishabha to Mithuna on 14th May 2025, remaining there until 2nd June 2026. Guru is known as the planet of Gnanam, Putram and Dhanam. So its transit brings a lot of possibilities for growth, especially in areas related to education, career and investments. So if you are Simha, Tula, Dhanur, Kumbha or Vrishabha Rashi, it's a great time for major life decisions. Whether it's investing in your future, making career changes or even expanding your family, Guru's blessings will guide you. Think of Guru's transit like getting advice from a really wise friend. It's like receiving a golden ticket for big life decisions, investments, education and growth. It's a perfect time to trust your gut, but also to be patient and take thoughtful steps. What about for other Rashis? During this time, avoid making risky financial decisions or engaging in major conflicts. This could be a period of self-defeating behavior, so be cautious. Finally, Rahu's transit, which brings a whole different energy to the mix. On 24th May 2025, Rahu entered Kumbha, staying there until 25th November 2026. Rahu is the planet of disruption and change, pushing us to break free from comfort zones and explore new opportunities. If you are Mesha, Kataka or Dhanu Rashi, it is Rahu Raj Yoga for you. It will bring out your hidden talents and desires. Embrace this period as it allows for breakthrough in career or personal life. Rahu's energy feels like stepping into unfamiliar territory, kind of like a big adventure. It's all about personal transformation, embracing change, and learning to adapt to new challenges. So to sum it up, most Janma Rashis will get a boost from either Shani, Rahu or Guru over the next 1 to 2.5 years. But if you are Mithuna or Kanya or Vrishchika or Meena Rashi, then you don't have either Shani, Rahu or Guru favorable. What does this mean? Here's where I need to stress. Don't rely only on Gochara. While these transits provide insights, the real impact depends on your individual horoscope. For instance, just because Mesha is going through Sadesati doesn't mean it is the end of the world. If your horoscope is strong, those positive aspects will help you navigate tough periods. Think of your horoscope as being like your DNA, unique to you, with all the strengths and challenges that shape your life. While general predictions can be helpful, they don't tell the whole story. The true picture comes from a personalized horoscope analysis which considers your individual strengths, planetary placements and dasha periods. This is why I always recommend customized astrology. The planetary transits of Shani, Guru and Rahu are just part of the story. But to truly understand their impact on you, we need to look at your individual horoscope, your unique path. 2025's transits are definitely significant, but they are just the beginning. To really make the most of this time, it's all about understanding the little details of your unique horoscope. If you're ready to go deeper and understand how these transits will affect your life, reach out for a custom reading. Let's explore how these planetary shifts shape your journey. I hope this video gave you a clearer understanding of these transits and why personalized astrology is so crucial. If this video helped you out, be sure to hit like, subscribe and share it with anyone else who might find it interesting. I've got plenty more insights on Vedic astrology coming your way. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Dhanyavadaha.